Hey everyone, welcome back to We Are the Hansons. I'm Maya, and today I am so excited to take you along with us on one of our favorite things as a family, a good old-fashioned road trip. This one was extra special because it was all about celebrating family, birthdays, visits, memories, and just a whole lot of love packed into one big weekend. So buckle up, because today I'm sharing our full adventure to Wisconsin with our oldest daughter, Kenna, our two sweet granddaughters, Liana and Riley, and our three youngest girls, Madison, Torin, and Annalyn. Let me tell you, getting ready for a trip with that many girls, including littles and toddlers, is an Olympic sport. Snacks, check. Diapers and wipes, triple check. Backpacks, toys, blankies, changes of clothes, road trip playlist, car chargers. We had it all. The car was full of giggles, little voices asking, "Are we there yet?" before we even pulled out of the driveway. And me and Kenna trying to navigate while managing snacks flying and someone needing to go potty 5 minutes into the drive. But honestly, it was kind of perfect. These are the moments I'll treasure forever. So Kenna followed us just because we drove a truck. So we had the two littles with us, Torin and Anna, and then me and Jeremy in the truck. And then McKenna followed us in her car, and she had Maddie ride with her, and then she had the two babies. And Maddie kind of helped her with the two little ones. Honestly, the reason we planned this trip was to celebrate our granddaughter Remedy's second birthday. Now, Remedy is full on obsessed with Bluey. I mean, it's Bluey in the morning, Bluey at night. She also likes Dora, but she loves Bluey. So we leaned in. We got her a Bluey backpack, the cutest little Bluey hide and seek game, and even a fishing pole. Because what's childhood without a little outdoor fun? The party was so adorable. They had a bunch of little kiddie pools set up and this giant water slide that might as well have been a mountain to the toddlers. Remedy was living her absolute best life, splashing, squealing, running around with her little cousins and her aunts. The way her face lit up when she opened her Bluey gifts, it made the whole trip worth it right there. But of course, no Hanson party is complete without a little mischief. So picture this. Maddie, full of sass, gets this idea to smash a cupcake right in her older brother Logan's nose. Just out of nowhere. Cupcake in the face. Logan? Oh, he wasn't going down without a fight. So what does he do? He sneaks up behind her and bam, cupcake right in the eye. It was like a mini dessert war right in the middle of the party. No one cried. Everyone laughed. It was classic sibling chaos, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So when we left here, Missouri, on Thursday, we drove from here and we went to Jeremy's sister's house. And then we stayed the night in a hotel after visiting with his sister Christy and his sister Amber and the nephews. And then we got up and went back to Christy's the next day, Friday. And we spent some time there. And then Christy decided she wanted to take us for lunch. So we went to lunch with Christy. And then we went from there. We went to Jeremy's dad, Larry's, and visited him and his wife, Kim. They had to show us their new house, which was absolutely beautiful. And then we went from there. We went to Jeremy's mom, Susan's house, and his stepdad, Greg's. And we spent time with them. We stayed the night with them. And we had a campfire. And, you know, their house is right on the Mississippi. And it is so beautiful. And then we stayed the night there. And then we got up Saturday morning and we had to run and get gifts. We went to Remedy's party. After Remedy's party, we got in the car and drove 2 hours and 40 minutes south. And we had my nephew Ross's birthday. It was back to back. This time for our great nephew Ross's third birthday. And this one was Mario Brothers themed. There was Mario and Luigi cookies, and they had a big swimming pool, and they had a bounce house and a playground play set. When we got there, they didn't know we were coming, so it was a surprise. And he opened his gifts, and we bought him this huge dinosaur thing, and you push a button, and the dinosaur makes all this noise. And then Jeremy found him some cars that were in the shape of dinosaurs. He loved them. We got him a dinosaur blanket that was glow in the dark. And then I got him some cool dinosaur sunglasses, which he loved. And then we gave him a gator head that we had gotten in Louisiana. It was pretty cool. And he thought the gator head was a dinosaur, which, hey, it kind of looked like a dinosaur, especially for a 3-year-old. Yep, a gator head, because what 3-year-old boy doesn't want something mildly terrifying and totally cool? His eyes lit up, and he immediately tried to ride on the big dinosaur. It didn't work, obviously, but A for effort. And the gator head, he carried it around like a trophy. It was so fun watching the kids just enjoy being kids. And that evening, we all gathered around a campfire. And I don't know if it's the smell of the wood smoke or the way the stars came out extra clear in Wisconsin, but there's something magical about sitting in a circle telling stories with your people. We passed around the marshmallows, and the girls told stories, and, witches usually involve like unicorns or whatever. And then somehow ended up funny instead of scary. And the grown-ups shared old stories. I even heard some story I'd heard before about my childhood and just growing up. And we told stories about the kids and their childhood because my nephew's wife, Emily, her family had met us once before, but they didn't know that we had 13 kids. So it was like our second time meeting them. So we talked about our kids. It was peaceful and grounding. Just one of those nights where you feel completely connected to your family. I love it. I honestly had the best time visiting. After we went to Ross's party, we went to my sister Hope's, and we stayed the night there. And then the next day, we got up and we went around the area. We showed the kids some of our houses that we used to live in, on the lake. And when I was growing up, where I used to live and where Jeremy grew up and where he lived, it was pretty cool. We went to a restaurant that I used to work at when I was younger, and we had lunch there, which was pretty neat because the owners and their kids came out and they talked to us. Still same owners, and their kids were really little when I worked there. So it was nice to see them. And now they're grown up and have kids of their own. And it was just really nice visiting. And I got to see my sister Hope and my sister Courtney and my nephew Colton and Tommy. It was just so nice to be able to spend that time together. It's a whole vibe. It's laughter. It's stories from our childhood. It's teasing each other about things that, from decades ago that will never live down. And of course, all the cousins running around like they've known each other forever. Even if it's been a while since the last visit, I always leave those visits feeling full, emotionally, spiritually, and probably physically. We had to eat something delicious. It's just fun to be around your family that you don't get to see very often. So that was on Sunday, and we went back after we ate and we just visited. And then we had some friends come and visit us while we were there. And it's just, you get around the people that you love and you try and cram everything into just 2 days or even one day because you got so many family members that you want to see and you don't have all the time in the world. So you're trying to cram as much time as you can in with the ones that you want to see. And it gets really hard and it's so frustrating because you just don't want to spend 4 hours or 24 hours there. You want to spend a few days there and you just can't because there's just not enough time. So the girls were wore out. We were going to leave Monday morning, but our one son that was taking care of our animals had to leave for work. So we had to get back because we have dogs. So needless to say, Sunday night, we loaded the car up and got all the kids loaded up, said goodbye to everyone, and got in the car and started heading home. And mind you, it was late when we left. It was like 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. So, I mean, it was late, and we knew we had a long drive ahead of us, probably a good solid 8 hours. So we got on the road, and the ride back was quieter. The kind of quiet where everyone's full from all the fun, but your hearts are full too, kind of quiet. And I'm sure some of you know what I'm talking about when I say that. Looking back on that trip, we didn't get home until almost 5 in the morning. We stopped twice on our way. We got home. And instantly, everyone just ran in and went to sleep because we were so exhausted. That ride, it just takes a lot out of you. So we got home. Everyone crashed. We got up the next day and we cleaned out the truck and got all of our stuff put away and got the dirty clothes in the laundry. And we relaxed. It was kind of a day of just recouping from the long trip. But looking back on that trip, I'm reminded of why we do all this. The packing, the planning, the driving. It's for moments like these. Watching your granddaughter beam over a Bluey backpack, seeing your kids laugh around a campfire, hugging the people who raised you, hearing the voices of family that sound like home. The trip was one for the books, and we're already looking forward to the next one, which will be soon. Thanks for hanging out with me today and letting me share our journey. If you got family road trip stories, send them our way. We love hearing them. You can get over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. You can send me a message on our We Are the Hansons Facebook page. You can also send me an email on our We Are the Hansons show@gmail.com. You can send me questions. You can tell me the stories you want me to talk about. Until next time, I'm Maya Hanson, and this is We Are the Hansons. Stay grounded, stay grateful, and never underestimate the magic of family.